Our final volunteer recognition award goes to Professor Claude E. Welch, Jr., a beloved UB professor of political science and someone that I am privileged to call a friend. Claude is highly regarded by the entire university community, considering that we can trace his continuous volunteer history for UB all the way back to 1971. His impact on the university, SUNY, and his students simply cannot be quantified in the amount of time we have here tonight. He has served on no fewer than 35 committees, from academic committees to student committees to SUNY system committees, from helping to recruit students to advising on campus development and capital planning, serving on the presidential task forces, mentoring students, serving as an Alumni Association board member. Claude has simply done it all. And as a professor of political science, Claude has also chaired or served on more than 100 dissertation committees. For all you do and your significant history of believing in and giving back to UB, we say congratulations to Professor Welch.
It is such an unexpected honor to be here tonight. Usually, when I'm before a group, they look very young. And I will say increasingly young each year. One of the delights of being a faculty member is that perhaps we discover the fountain of youth, because there's always the challenge of new ideas, different means of teaching, and above all, the opportunity to interact with people whose minds are fresh, unvarnished, sometimes raw, but always willing to learn at this wonderful institution. I'd like to mention especially 5 people who have meant a great deal to me and who all have special ties to UB. The first 2 of them are UB graduates. Early in my career of what is now 49 years at the University at Buffalo. Let me start out with my wife, Nancy. Our first date was on a Saturday. It was a day much like this. It was raining. It was the day of a football game, 1958. That was the year, I perhaps could remind some of you, that the University of Buffalo won the Lambert Cup, was invited to a bowl appearance, and then courageously said no, because some of its members were black and they would have not been accommodated in the same hotel as other members of the team. But at any rate, on a rainy day, cuddled under that umbrella, my heart was smitten. So Nancy and I were married. Actually, we married before she had finished her college career at Harvard, and we came here, and she is the first UB graduate, class of 1966. Our first daughter, Lisa, is down in Dallas. She's UB 82 and also could not be with us tonight. Nancy can't be with us because she died in 1979. And the oldest non-academic honor at the University of Buffalo is named for her. It goes to recognize students who have made outstanding contributions to residential life for the thousands of students who live in our many residential complexes. Also absent tonight is Jeanette Ludwig, professor of Romance languages and literatures, who is downstate. Jeanette is my wife. And imagine a person willing to marry a home with 4 school-aged children, a house with furniture she had not chosen and didn't necessarily like, and even a dog, which she does not like. I will hasten to add that. So Jeanette has done an extraordinary job, brought things to our mutual life together for now close to 32 years, of married life. And again, so wish that she could be with us tonight. She regrets it deeply. The other three people I would like to mention are all UB graduates, very young. In the front row to your right is Jenna Weigres. She is a third-generation UB woman. Yes, her grandmother was the secretary to the mechanical engineering, the dean of Department of Mechanical Engineering. Her daughter, Anne, Jenna's mother, also came to UB. She studied industrial engineering, getting away from that mechanical side. And not only industrial engineering, but she received her MBA. Well, Jenna continued in that tradition. She was a member of the very distinguished honors college that we have here. She now serves as the vice president of the Industrial Engineering Club on campus. She's a student ambassador for the MBA program. And, well, what did she do for me? Well, for the last 20-plus years, I've taught a course that I think a lot of faculty would really not want to do. This is to take on what's called World Civilizations. A modest title, the only required course in the whole university. And I teach, basically from 1000 to the present, everywhere there is. Okay. What did Jenna do? Well, Jenna, she took my slides, my PowerPoint, and said, Professor Welch, here are some things that you can do better. Here are some sort of nice video clips. Here are some opportunities. And they would all make these slides more student-friendly. Ah, touche. Nice job. I really appreciate that. Second is Ashley Watkins. Ashley is now in her second year of law school. She graduated in 2010, Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude. I think I gave her the only A- in her career, and that was when she took human rights from me in her freshman year. Ashley did something extraordinary because she came to my office at one point responding to an ad I put in the Honors College newsletter. Needed one well-organized person to take care of disorganized professor. So she looked at the stacks of things on my desk and immediately found ways to fill one total file, all 4 drawers with it, with material for a book on which I'm working. She organized other things, and eventually we cooperated on an article that I had a sort of writer's block on. 44,000 words long, lots of trading back and forth, and it appeared as the lead article in the most important journal in human rights recently. And seated in the center is Rachel Stern. Rachel is a very special person to me as well. She's currently an AmeriCorps volunteer down at Bennett High School. She was born and raised in Western New York, but truly has an international interest. Her focuses of interest are the Middle East and Africa. And in connection with that, she spent a semester in Ghana, my favorite country in Africa, learning about there and coming back with all sorts of wonderful experiences to relate to others. Rachel was able to earn her BA in 3 years, no mean accomplishment. She has an incredible outgoing spirit, working in particular with the undergraduate academies. So, with Jenna, with Ashley, wherever you are out there in where I can't see you, and to Rachel, thank you for serving as a kind of fountain of youth. Those of us who teach can find our own pensée de lion in terms of our students. For without you, we would be contributing far less. And I certainly hope to continue to teach for a couple of years more. I'm going to make it to 50, Satish. Okay, thank you very much.